But you have still not been able to condemn what happened yesterday.
How do you want me to? I said, yeah, no true person will not condemn that. How do you want me to condemn? I've told you, who will support violence? Who will support destruction?
Are you able to tell your supporters not to be involved?
My supporters, I don't know, hearing me that nobody should be able to support that. No true Nigerian, no true River State should. Is it when you see me naked, that's when you will know that I am not in support of it? Now you talk about panel of judicial panel inquiry. The governor said that this is the handwork of his political opponents.
Could it be you?
Chai, my people, too much gra no good at all. Wike sound and look so defeated in this particular interview. Like Sim Fubara don't show Wike power pass power. Wike know very well that he has lost it already. He is talking about the rule of law. Has Wike ever obeyed court order? He said the only way peace can reign in River State is for Sim Fubara to obey the court order. My people, Wike is losing it. And his time is up. Just take a look and hear Wike talk in this particular interview.
Before I allow you to be able to react to what the government said in terms of the panel, but what happened in your state was less than honorable yesterday, the destruction of those local government offices. What, in your own assessment, as a leader in the state, of what happened yesterday?
Well, there's no decent person, no person who believes in the peace and stability of any nation will say that you want to support violence, will say that you want to support destruction, will say that you don't want people to live in harmony. But what is important is that when there's violence, when there's instability, it is for you to ask question. What has led to that violence? What has led to instability? What has led to destruction? If at all. It's very key. I've said, I was a governor. I've always obeyed the rule of law. You heard the governor said that our state is turning to a state of anarchy where people do not obey the rule of law, where people do not obey the rule of law. What is obeying? The judgment of courts. You must not take the law into your hands. It doesn't matter how you see that judgment. The moment you don't obey court judgment, you're inviting anarchy. You're inviting violence. Was that destruction done before now? Shall we leave your phone and listen to me?
I'm listening to you. I need to go through my question line.
The point we are making is that a governor came out on national television, not local television, to tell the world, I will not obey court judgment.
Did he say that?
Yes. In fact, to crown it all, he said there was no way in the judgment that the court said the election should not hold. He went as far as to say, I do not need police before I conduct an election. I do not need security agencies before I conduct an election. I don't need the protection of life and property. When somebody says, I don't need police, what are you saying? I'm inviting violence. Hoodlums will take opportunity. Same police will not be involved.
But it seems that you are misinterpreting what the government said.
Not misinterpreting. Yeah. No, not misinterpreting. You heard him say, I do not need police before I conduct election.
Because they withdrew police from the house here.
Fine. What is the function of police? What is the function of state security? To provide security so that hoodlums cannot take advantage and do bad. And you are saying, you can go. I don't care about it. I don't care about it. In that case, who is the perpetrator of that violence? Who?
Are you blaming the governor for the violence that...
It is not about blaming. Governor is the architect of the violence.
But you have been blamed. Your accusing fingers have been pointed at you.
No.
There are those, I mean, if you heard some of the social media videos that came up, and those who are saying, no Wike, no rivers, and those who are destroying the properties, and well, there are people, there are faces, and these are those who are called the pro-Wike supporters in Rivers State.
So
that have been pointed out and to have caused that mayhem yesterday.
You saw them causing the mayhem?
Destroying the properties?
No, what I'm saying, you saw them causing mayhem.
Yeah, they're caught on tape.
They're caught on tape.
I mean, you will see some of them. You see some of those, their faces, where they are smashing tables.
No. The point, those faces you saw smashing are those who are my supporters.
Those who were chanting were the ones who would say, no Wike, no rivers.
How will I go to my business? You saw me, I was in Abuja. I never went to anywhere.
But if your supporters have been linked to an event like that, what would you say to them?
If I know my supporters, I will condemn it. I'm not.
Are you able to condemn what happened yesterday? Because some of those who were said to have matched those venues were those who were said to be your supporters who were saying no Wike, no rivers.
See, let's not change the narrative. What was said is this. Yeah, Governor said people do not want to obey the rule of law, obey all law and order. What is law and order? What are people saying? Obey court judgment. Listen, so that we don't change the narrative. Obey court judgment. All of you presented yourself to the court. All of you brought your legal representation, your lawyers, senior advocates of Nigeria. And the matter was argued. And the court came up with judgment that by my own view, by my own opinion, I think this is what is supposed to be done. And therefore, I hereby say, you should do this, you should do that. Fine. That's called judgment. We want order. You heard the president say, the judiciary can settle all political disputes. And those who went to court, what did they do? For judiciary to settle disputes. And you came out as a governor to say, no, this is a fraudulent judgment, accusing judiciary of being fraudulent. I will not obey this judgment. I will not. I will go ahead and do what I'm trying to do. In that case, who is inviting violence? Who is inviting anarchy? You heard him say, our state is turning to where people do not want to obey law and order. What is law and obedience of law and order? Obey what the court has said. This country is a country where you see people trying to use opportunity because Wike is here. I have a grouse against Wike. I want to settle that ground. This is the only way I can do it. You forget that it's not about Wike. It's about society. It's about state. It's about our nation. If today a court gives a judgment, not an order, a judgment, and say, look, this is what we do. You have gone on appeal. You went on appeal, which means you are aware that there was a judgment against this, and you have gone on appeal. You don't want to be patient to follow the due process. Let appeal come up to say this and that and that. He came out on national television and said, I will not obey. It's a fraudulent judgment. I have never seen that in my life, where anybody can come out because judgment is against you or it's not in your favor. You attack an institution to say it's fraudulent. It's not only, look at just what had happened. INEC said, we will comply with the court judgment. What did they do? That the REC, the Resident Electoral Commissioner, who acted on behalf of his office, He should be removed. Why? Because he said, look, we are going to comply with court judgment. Police said, look, we are party to this suit. The court has stopped us. And therefore, we are going to comply with judgment. He said, no, get out. I don't care. You don't need to. DSS was stopped. I said, look, you don't do this. We are not in a lawless society. And I feel so bad today. Nigerians, I hear a lot of people who say, nobody should derail democracy. Let us ask ourselves, who is derailing democracy? Who intends to derail democracy? Is it the man who said law and order, judgment of court should not be respected? Is it the one promoting democracy? All of us today are saying, I have heard former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, I've heard former President of the Goodluck Jonathan saying about the derailment of democracy. Atiku said, oh, I praise Fubara for standing up tall. He's standing up tall to say court judgment should not be respected. That is, Nigeria will think tomorrow will grow.
Governor Wike, let me, I mean, you are a member, you are a life bencher. You are a very senior member of the Nigerian bar. And so there are fundamental issues.
Yeah.
What, this judgment that you're talking about,
yes,
how do you see it as a legal practitioner that a court is stopping a major institution of state from performing its constitutional duty?
Yes.
Police is being asked not to perform its duty. DSS is being asked not to perform its duty. What do you make of that kind of situation?
No. The court said you cannot support an illegal act.
He said not provide security.
Yeah, because it is illegal. What is the problem? If you have seen the judgment, what did the court say? What did the court say? The court said, listen, INEC, you are the custodian of voters' register. It is the INEC register that you must use in conducting any election in Nigeria, be it local or general election. And that in conduct of election, I have heard people who say, Supreme Court said, we should go and do election. Supreme Court didn't say, go and do election tomorrow. What Supreme Court said, you cannot continue to say that you want to set up a caretaker committee when you know that the tenure of those who are there will be expiring so time. Therefore, you must set up a process to conduct election. It's not as if you are not aware that the tenure of Shehu Okumbalayo will expire so time. For you to be able to now start the process according to law to conduct that election. You refuse. Because this country is a country where anybody can do anything and go free. And all you do when you do that, you fall back to social media to carry blackmail, to carry propaganda, without telling the people this is what happened.
The question.
I just want to answer a question. I'm just coming to answer a question. You said stopping institutions from doing their lawful duty. That's what I'm coming.
Yeah.
And I'm saying nobody stopped. All they said, you cannot stop, and I mean you cannot be part of an illegal act. You must comply with the provisions of law. This thing these people want to do is illegal.
So someone can wake up tomorrow morning and stop a presidential election. That is the
no, that is not. No, it's not correct. It's not correct. That's why I said, listen to me. Let me just feature you will know. What is the problem? People come to say, Supreme Court said do election. You say, Supreme Court said, look, you cannot set up caretaker. You must conduct election. In conduct of election or conducting election, does not mean you will not follow due process. What is the due process? There must be a time. You must give notice for election. You must publicize that this is the time we'll do election. And the APC went to court. Listen, you did not follow it. And you must follow it. And if you don't want to follow it, INEC, you should not release this because this is in contravention This is a violation of the law. Have they done bad? And police, look, their duty is to make sure things are done in accordance with the law. If these people say they want to go on with this, you cannot participate. It's illegal. And the court made it clear that, look, INEC cannot. Let them go and comply with what the law says. If they comply, go ahead. The court didn't say you can never do it.
Let me ask you,
yes.
What do you make of the jurisdiction of a federal high court in a local government election?
No. That's not the problem people have. What is the issue? The issue is about INEC. Don't release voters register. Police, don't be part of it. SSS, do not be part of it. These are federal agencies. You cannot go to the state high court. You have to go to federal high court. And that is why they went to federal high court. No state high court can try any matter or preside over any matter that INEC is involved. So they went to federal high court, where they know they have the decision to INEC should be there. But this is that they're all federal agencies. So they went to federal high court. And they're right.
If you look at it on the flip side, there are conflicting orders from Court of Coordinate Jurisdiction in Rivers State.
No, it's not correct. Let me tell you. And that is why people should get the facts clear. In July, this matter was filed in July. The Attorney General was sued on behalf of the Rivers State government. INEC was sued. Inspector General was sued. The State Secretary was sued. In July. The plaintiff's lead lawyer is one of the renowned lawyers we have in this country, J.B. Daudu, SN. The other parties have their own, like Femi Falana and all of them, senior advocates, we're all involved.
That is the Justice Lifu Scott.
Yes.
The Federal High Court judgment that was delivered on, and the register stamped it on in September.
No, you are talking, see, you're making a mistake. You're talking about State High Court now.
No, it's the same.
You're talking about coordinate jurisdiction.
The order you are talking about was an order that was, let me go to the final page because it's a full judgment, which you have a hard copy.
Yeah, that's the Federal High Court.
That's the Federal
High Court. You are asking about court that I'm trying to tell you. So that's what I'm explaining to you. I said, look, this matter came up at the Federal High Court. You asked me, why should they dive into it? Then you talk about coordinate jurisdiction. And I said, look, this matter, they sued the Attorney General, who represents Rivers State government. They sued Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, who is supposed to conduct to receive the voters register from INEC. They are to receive the voter register. For the major why they sued them there was because they are to receive the voter register to conduct the election. Without the voter register, you cannot conduct local government election. So this matter was filed in July. Arguments were heard, and the court reserved judgment. Now you went and sued yourself.
What are you talking about here?
No, I'm talking the APP that they declared that one. Sued themselves, sued the governor and their cronies. Sued the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, who was a party in the Federal High Court. Now, they refused to defend it. Of course, you know, they refused to defend it. Look, we're already before the Federal High Court. It's again, the Attorney General is before the Industrial Federal High Court. The Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission is Industrial Federal High Court. Then APP went to the State High Court to sue the same government, Rivers State government, that's already before the Federal High Court, to sue the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, that's already before the Federal High Court, and then got an order on the 4th or 5th of September, and kept it. Then now, judgment of Federal High Court, before the judgment, when they have given them notice, the judgment will be tomorrow or next tomorrow. Then I came, we have an order from the State High Court. Now let me tell you. You say you gave INEC directive INEC is not a party to the suit. How can you give INEC a party that is not a party, a party that's not in the suit? You gave IG order, it's not in the suit. You gave DSS order, it's not in the suit. They're not parties to the suit.
So you are saying that the state high court should not have entertained that matter in the first place. Is that what you're saying?
First of all, it's not possible. How can you give order to people who are not parties to the suit? Is it possible? And in any case, which is the later time? The later judgment, which is a judgment, not interlocutory injunction, not ex parte injunction, a judgment of court, well considered, no matter how wrong it is. And that's what the appellate court, and that's what they have appealed. Why not be patient and see what the appellate court will do? That the judge was wrong. And the appellate court said, look, the judge, you are wrong. And that's why we have appellate court. We don't take laws into our hands to say, because this judge gave this.
Governor Wike, there are those who believe that you know the game, that there was a deadline and a timeline upon which local council elections should have been conducted. That all what is going on is for you to hold the River State government in such a way that the federal government had given them deadline, that upon which time we are not going to give the local government funds any longer. And the governor has said that is the plan that you and your friends are making, such that the River State government and the local council are going to be held down without funds.
I take exception to the fact, first of all, I don't know how they decided with the federal government, how the federal government worked out that arrangement with them. I'm not a party to it, so I do not know about that. I don't work in the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. I didn't go to court. APC went to court. They went to court in July. Right? This is October. This is October. You see, the problem we have is that in most cases, when you don't have good lawyers doing your work, you blame the judges. If you've read the judgment, which I think you should have.
I have read the judgment.
Fine. 9 preliminary objections. 9 preliminary objections. From July. Look at it. The judge took all the 9 preliminary objections, considered them, and gave his opinion. And then went into the substantive matter. What's my business? Is it okay, even if I know the game as a political strategy? Yes. What's wrong with that? Assuming as a political strategy.
Are you saying you don't know? You are not aware of all the gimmicks that is going on?
What
Because they say you are the one behind all of this.
Oh,
you are the one behind APC. You are the one behind PDP.
Yeah, okay.
The inside PDP and the outside PDP. Yeah. That you hold all of those structures.
You mean you must be a superpower? You must be a Superman. Then you must be a Superman.
Is Tony Okocha not your man?
How is he my man?
Is he not your friend?
They fought me against the governorship election. So how is he my man?
So those who are saying that you are the one who is responsible for bringing Tony Okocha, they are wrong.
How could I have gone to bring Tony Okocha who's in APC?
You are denouncing your friend then.
He's my friend does not mean that I brought him to APC.
They say he's your political, you are your political friend that you have used.
But he fought me
to hold the structure.
Okay, hold on. He fought me in governorship election, but he's my friend.
But you fought the APC, but now you are working with them.
No.
The presidential election.
No, I didn't fight with. I said for presidential election, I'm going to support equity, fairness, and justice. And in the other one, I'm going to support my party. And that's why we won governorship, National Assembly election. But for presidential, I have no apologies because I don't believe in against injustice. I don't believe something is not equity. I don't believe that you will not allow other people to participate. Today, people say, oh, discipline wicked. He did anti-party. Hold on. I didn't know the anti-party. I said, we must stand for equity, fairness, and justice. Today, what happened? The governor is the one who sponsored the APP. The chairman of Governors Forum, Bala Mohammed, was one who attended the swearing of APP chairman. So what is all the hula about? What's all the cry? Wike. I said, I am not going to support injustice. And I have no apologies to render to anybody. Because in our party, the PDP party, this is what we have said that we are going to do. And getting to this period, you refuse. And I said, okay, if you refuse, I will also not agree to this. And I have no regret at all, at all.
That's it. That's the grievance the likes of Austin Opara has against you.
Oh, no. It's
when
not.
They believe that that the reason why they fell out with you and their group is the fact that you were not going to stand with the party.
Okay, let me tell you, that's the what I call political illiterates when they make that kind of statement. They're political illiterates. Let me tell you, I don't blame Austin Opara. How do you beat a child and say you should not cry? In 2006-07, he wants to run as governor of Rivers State. We belong to the same group with Amechi that time. We support us number to go to be deputy speaker at the National Assembly to protect and support Amechi's ambition. He developed an ambition to be governor. We said, no, you will not. We will not allow that. This is not what we agreed. Yes, it's correct. We said, no, that's not what we agreed. Why should you betray us? Why we supported you to be deputy speaker? Was to go and stay in Abuja and protect our interests so that we can produce a governor, Amechi. I'm getting here. People now came to speak to him. How he's qualified to be a governor. And then he started governorship and governorship. Okay. By the grace of God, he did not become. In 2014-15, this and that, I had him on television when he said, Jonathan, the wife, this is, I don't want to go into that.
But weren't they also responsible for your emergence?
No, please let me
would you not accord those respects to the likes of Patient Jonathan and Goodluck Jonathan?
I have always never wanted to go into that. It will be unfair before Almighty God. I will say that Patient Jonathan never supported me. It will be unfair. I don't have that blood to say somebody who supported me did not support. No, I will not.
Let's say in part, that family made you politically.
No, that will not be
right. Jonathan made you minister.
No,
Patient Jonathan supported you to be governor.
Listen. You must give credit to Jonathan that he appointed me as a minister. You must give the credit. And I worked for it. I did. Nobody can say I was a sleeping minister. No, it's not correct. But the truth of the matter, Patient Jonathan supported me. And I have always said that. But when he said, when I watched Austin Opara, ordinary I should have, when I watched Opera, I laughed. What happened? He wanted to be governor at the same time. They told him to go. He cannot. As of 2015, we want somebody who can withstand Amechi to stand for governor. They told him you don't have what it takes. Yes, he does that. I have never wanted to come out on national television to say Mrs. Jonathan never supported my neighbor. And I will not do that. And that would be ingratitude to the latter. I won't do that. Now, in 2023, Austin Opara wants to be governor. This is one of he was the one who said, I cannot serve a master and serve a servant. Who is the servant? Fubara, according to him. We sent the chairman of Elders Forum. We sent the chairman of the party that doesn't want to. And the governor himself today to go and talk to Austin Opara, plead with him to support you. Austin Opara told him, I will not serve master and serve servant. Right? Because I said I was not going to support him for governor. So the issue of parting way with me is not because of Atiku. It's not correct. Totally not correct. What happened? Because he lost that opportunity of becoming governor, and then there was this problem. All they did was to gang up, to go and support Atiku, which I said fair for me. So we will now know who is in charge, who is on ground, and we beat them mercilessly. In 2020 election, they couldn't even do campaign. They didn't get 10%. That's a PDP state. So if Austin Opara is saying this, what do you expect? You beat a child such a way, he won't cry. I can see what is happening to them. It is the same servant. He's serving now. It's the same boy that said all of them were claiming they cannot serve the boy. I have no regrets. As far as I'm concerned, to the glory of God, I did what I did for the interest of the state, for the state to move forward. And I've said it severally, whether anybody wants it or not, likes it or not, is that, you see, there are a lot of people who you cannot attest to their character. And I feel so bad in this country. And that's why people say, politicians. No, I don't agree. Politics is what exposes people. Politics is what tells you who characters these people are.
You mentioned the issue of character. And if you bring the issue of character, those who will point at kissing finger that Governor Wike, you are the same person you said you do not like godfatherism. And there are moments when you have said it in the past that you will not disturb Sim Fubara if you leave office. That in fact you said that you don't want to be minister. So when you talk about politics and character, there are those who will say today you are not preaching what you are acting.
No, where have I said that I don't want? I said that my sole aim of supporting president is not that I want to be a minister.
What about the issue of godfatherism?
What is godfatherism? What is godfatherism?
You said if he becomes governor, you will leave him alone.
Have I not left him alone?
You have not.
How?
He has accused you that he has knelt down to you severally. There are those who will be asking the question, what else do you want from
What did he kneel down for me for?
It was between you and him.
No, he said that me. Look, first of all, I deny that fact.
I did not kneel down.
Never. But that again, why should you kneel down? What offense did you commit? Did you commit an offense to kneel down? If you knelt down, what are you kneeling down for? It's not correct. The point I'm making, by the intervention of Mr. President, and I say, look, Mr. President cannot, as a father of the nation, cannot come and call you and say, look, this should be done, this should be done, this should be done. And we said, okay, Mr. President, we are going to comply. And we did comply. And then you started playing tricks. You say, this is not the way things are. If that is the case, okay, we're out of it.
But Minister Wike, just for a moment, because what you are talking about now is that some Rivers elders are unhappy that you are still holding on to Governor Fubara politically and you're not allowing to act. And since you mentioned that matter, let me play this for you.
Okay.
This is when you are talking about successor and how you will not play godfatherism.
Yes.
We've seen successors turn against their predecessors in politics.
Yes, yeah.
Would you be worried if that happens to you?
Why? This is having me. This is what I want to do, not what. You see, once you have left office, you give yourself that respect. I say, I have done my own. If he wants my advice, it's okay. If he doesn't want my advice, it's okay. But for me to begin from day to day, telling him he must do this, he must do that, that is not acceptable. That's why people fail. They get, oh, after I did this, see what you have done. Okay. It's one time to send me to jail.
So you were the one who said that you were going to leave him alone.
Yes.
Why are you leaving him alone?
What is the problem? And that's what I've said. What have I done that contradicts what I said there? Has Fubara ever told you, I said, come and be giving me money? Has he come and told you that I said, I should do this and then I refuse to do, and I'm not happy?
So what exactly is the problem?
The point is that he had a problem. He plotted a coup to remove the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. And the thing were right against him.
So it's not between you, it's not a personal political issue.
Listen.
It's not about demand and supply.
Demand of what? Of what?
Of resources.
No, please. By the grace of God.
Because that's what politics.
No, Sharon, by the grace of God today, I'm the Minister of FCT. I have my own budget I control. So what is that? Has he ever told you, I said, go and bring me this one naira, and he said no, and that's why I'm fighting him.
But he said
now,
that
to tell you that I meant well, and I said it there, is for you to make insults. When I was leaving, in the executive, first of all, I brought him to start learning about executive council meetings when he was governor-elect. I didn't have that opportunity. I brought him. Two, I was the one on the executive council approved the ring road. I took him to Germany, the headquarters of Julius Berger. I said, look, you will make your second tenure easy. If you concentrate and finish this ring road, I was one. I was the one who said, look at this project, look at this project, look at this project. See where we have stopped. Make sure if you continue with the project and finish them, nobody will contest election again if I didn't mean well.
So, but what he said that today that he is willing to allow for peace, that is up to you.
Who told you that? See, that's the problem.
No, he said, the governor said yes, that it's up to you.
The problem is, no. First of all, up to me how? First of all, what do I want? I've told you here severally, what is the problem? What has led to all these people are talking about? Let me tell you the thing. First of all, APC went to court. I didn't go to court. Court gave judgment. You say you will not obey judgment. And people say, you are seated here as a governor who's supposed to uphold the rule of law. You come out openly with impunity. You will not obey court judgment. If anything you want to do, you will do, nothing will happen. It's not my business. So who is the one laying foundation? You see, that's the problem I've asked. Tell me the simple truth. And it is in this country I've seen that because of peculiar things. So we always say there will be a debate between the Republicans and the Democrats. And we're all interested. All interested. Why? Why? So Supreme Court was to give judgment about Trump matter. Everybody was waiting. What will Supreme Court of America, United States say? They came up. I said, look, this is that. You never had anybody say, we will not agree to what Supreme Court said. You never had anybody say, it's a fraudulent judgment. I will not obey it. You never had that. You never had that. It's only in our own country. We are excited about what's going to happen, what is happening in another country. But we're not excited about how we can. So say, look, we must obey in order not to bring fire to God.
Let me ask you quickly. For the sake of peace, what in your own power do you think can be done?
Obey. The rule of law is the only thing that can bring peace.
And you think that it's up to Governor Fubara?
It is him.
Listen, in your own power, what do you think? This political crisis, because it's affecting governors in the state.
No.
And for those who are saying that, Governor Wike, you've had your time in the state, allow this man to run his government.
No, it's not correct. I stood in that state. Look, who is fighting him? Shehu, have you forgotten that from 2015 to 2019 to 2023, I had it wrong for federal government? Yes.
Is this the reason why you're fighting?
No, what I'm saying, nobody's fighting. No, the point I'm saying that nobody's fighting you. Federal government is not fighting you. I had, but yet I concentrated about doing governance.
But Wike is fighting Fubara.
No, how is he fighting Fubara? How?
All the political issues.
What is the political issue in politics?
Governor Wike.
Listen, in politics.
Who is the leader of the PDP? I asked you the question the other day.
What's the leadership?
Chief Bode George yesterday said that he will ask you to allow Sim Fubara to run, that he is the leader of the PDP in the state. Would you agree? That's an elder in the party.
Let me tell you, it's something I read on pages of newspaper. I don't know whether it's correct. I read that
Chief Bode George
say that Tinubu should come into order. I don't believe he said so. I don't believe he said so. But if he said so, how do I take it when this is the man who said if Tinubu wins, he will leave the country?
Shouldn't the president call you to?
No. Sit down. Never
No, Minister.
No, listen. I can't show. I said, I don't believe he said so. But assuming he said so, how will he take it? A man who said, if Tinubu becomes governor, he will leave the country. And in December now, who is now telling the same Tinubu he will leave the country to call me to order. Two, this, like I said, I don't believe so. But assuming, do not consider, he said so. Now, he cannot say leadership. I don't know, that's inside the provision of the Constitution. But that's not the point. Governor is leader, so what does that got to do with me? Am I dragging anything? Does it mean that if he's the leader of the party and I said, okay, you're leader of the party, but I want this man to be party chairman. He said, does not want the man to be party chairman. So I will say, because the leader of the party says so, I should not pursue the interest of the man I wanted to be party chairman. I've never seen people talk this way. How? All the depends. Let's go to the Congress.
Governor Wike,
let's go to the
you have
Congress.
seen not
Whoever that wins.
yeah, let me take you to the panel of inquiry and what your thought. I mean, whether or not that is going to be the same line of action that you would take when that kind of violence is unleashed. But you have still not been able to condemn what happened yesterday.
How do you want me to? I said, no true person will not condemn that. How do you want me to condemn? I've told you, who will support violence? Who will support destruction?
Are you able to tell your supporters not to be involved?
My supporters, I don't know, hearing me that nobody should be able to support that. No two Nigerians, no two Rivers State should. Is it when you see me naked, that's when you will know that I am not in support of it? Now you talk about panel of inquiry. The governor said that this is the handwork of his political opponents.
Could it be you?
No, but having known them, what are something of a panel of inquiry? You know them. All you need to get police, arrest them.
I'd like you to, in 30 seconds, if you can give your final thought. Because as it is right now, Governor Fubara said yesterday on this program that he's willing, for the sake of peace, to do anything. Can you also commit to the people of Rivers State to say you will do everything to allow for peace? And what would that be?
There is peace when you obey rule of law. There is peace when you say you obey court judgment.
What will Wike do?
What Wike is
to
going
allow
to
for
do?
Peace.
Obey court judgment. Allow the rule of law to prevail. Because if you don't obey the court judgment, if you don't adhere to rule of law, you are bringing anarchy.
All right.
Mr. President has said judiciary. You see, let me tell you. I told you, I know you are out of time, but I told you I had a problem in 2015. When the elections were nullified, I didn't take the laws into my hand. Right. So everybody, what can bring peace in this country is obedience to the rule of law.
Wike is pathological liar. Wike speak with his two mouths, my people. Look at how he even contradicts himself. Wike said that after his tenure is over as a governor of Rivers State, that he is going to leave Rivers State alone, or whoever that becomes the governor of Rivers State. Right now, Wike is just changing his mouth, my people. I'm so ashamed, watching this man talk honestly. I love everything that is happening to him right now. He's talking about the rule of law, my people. Hey, waiting concern Wike if Sim Fubara obey court order or not, my people. Wetin concern Wike? This is supposed to be the problem of Rivers State people, not just only Wike. Why is Wike having headache whether Sim Fubara obey court order or not, my people? Trust Wike at your own risk. As you can see, he sounded so defeated, my people. I love how Sim Fubara is dealing with him. My people, that is it. I bring this update to you guys so that you guys can hear what Wike said concerning the crisis that is happening in Rivers State. Thanks everyone for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if today is your first time here, and also give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend this video to other people to watch. Don't forget to share the video as well. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in my next update. Goodbye for now.